In the financial industry, we use a lot of acronyms. The problem is, not a lot of people understand what the acronym stands for. So today, I'm going to talk about one in particular that is quite common for Canadians. It's called a LIRA. A LIRA stands for Locked-in Retirement Account. And what happens is that when you're working, if you have shares that are vested or you have a pension plan, your pension plan is locked in for your protection. So that means if you leave your employer, you can transfer that money, but it must be transferred into another locked-in retirement account. So when you were working, it was called your pension plan. When you transfer it out to a brokerage or a bank, it's called a LIRA, short for Locked-in Retirement Account. Well, then we get asked, when can we tap into this money? What happens if I've lost my job, I get to transfer this locked-in money, but I'm unemployed? Well, normally, if you're under the age of 55, unless you can claim a hardship, you have to keep the money locked in until at least age 55. There are two types of locked-in plans. There's provincial, which is the Ontario plan, since I'm talking from Ontario, or there's a federal plan. But they have similar rules. So, for example, if you are 55 or older and you decide that you want to convert your locked-in retirement plan to the new acronym called a LIF, that means it's a lifetime income fund or a life income fund. You'll hear that interchangeably. So your LIRA becomes a LIF when you decide to take an income. Now, the thing that you must understand, if you decide to convert your locked-in plan to a LIF, you have to take the income for the rest of your life or until the funds run out, because you cannot convert it back to the locked-in retirement account. Now, the good news, what you can do is you can unlock half of it, which means that could transfer to a registered retirement savings plan. And the other half, if you don't need the money, now that you've unlocked it and converted it to a life income fund, you must take that income, but you can take the minimum amount required by the government, which is quite low unless your plan is quite large. Good problem to have, really, if you have a large one. But again, once you've done the conversion, you have to take an income, and that has to happen for the rest of your life. The year that you convert, it can be zero, unless you want the money. Then, in the following year, for sure, you must take that income. And if you're going to unlock half of the money from the locked-in plan, you must do it within the first 60 days of converting from the LIRA to the LIF. Now, this can be quite complicated, and so you always want to deal with your financial advisor regarding the LIRA / the LIF, because a lot of Canadians have found themselves in a position where they've got to transfer this money and they didn't have a choice. It had to be remaining in a locked-in plan. So you need to know the rules. And your financial advisor can give you the ins and outs and what's good for you. Because it may be that you want to delay taking any money out, and you can delay, just like a registered retirement savings plan. You have up until age 71. It's the same for your LIF. Well, your RIF, sorry. Your LIRA, which will become the RIF, the LIF, and the RRSP becomes the RIF. See what I mean? It's very confusing. You want to make sure that you have somebody that could explain it all to you and the pros and cons, because all of the money that comes out of these plans are taxable, every dollar. So you need to know when the proper time is. And sometimes it's sooner than later, just depending on your personal situation. I'm Linda Levesque with Levesque Wealth Planning, just sharing another tax tip for you. I wish you a good day. Until next time. And there will be a next time, because there's always questions we get asked that we want to answer for you.